Hi, welcome to Bad Music Taste and Other Ways to Ruin Your Life. My name is Dominic.
And my name is Sam. Dominic has a record this week.
This week's record is Vision, The Kids Still Have a Lot to Say. This was released in 1999, and the copy I have is a first pressing on black vinyl. It's actually at that Dave Franklin tribute show, which is where I saw Murphy's Law and met our guest today. Today we're talking to Jimmy G of Murphy's Law. Jimmy, thank you for joining us. How are you?
Good, guys. Just bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pandemic time. We got nothing to do. We got to talk to each other on video screens.
Yeah. Heard there was a storm in Queens. Are you okay from that?
Yeah, fine. I live in a shack. I'm great. I got no big trees here. But some guy got smashed pretty bad. Got killed in a van over a couple blocks away.
Yeah. Heard about that.
Yeah, it sucks to see all these beautiful oak trees get knocked down in the neighborhood. There's not enough trees in the city. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard Long Island got hit pretty bad as well.
Yeah, Long Island always gets hit. A lot of people are still out of power. That's like, got to have a generator or power.
Yeah.
Got to be ready. Got to prep.
We heard that Joan Jett was actually buying a bunch of generators in Long Island.
You think she'd have that shit already, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you can get these solar generators, too, that are pretty good just for keeping lights and stuff on. But
Yeah.
you got to be ready. I got enough food for the dog, my Chihuahua for about 3 weeks, and me to eat for 3 weeks or more. You got to be ready for stuff like this.
Yeah.
Crazy world we live in.
So, from what I know, from what I've heard, your sax player Raven recently left Murphy's Law. Do you guys have an idea for who you're going to have play saxophone? Or
We're not going to do horns for anyone unless it's like recording. I'm trying to get away from all the ska stuff. But Raven just got too old. He's like 65 now. Old enough to be a great grandfather. But it's difficult for him to travel, and he's got a lot going on here at home. He could just stay at home and play jazz and stuff. So, and he likes to travel from bar to bar, playing music. Getting in the van and traveling 20 hours a day is just too much for the old guy.
Yeah.
Me, I can't wait to get back in the van.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Hoping you guys can make it to Baltimore when able. Yeah.
Well, we were supposed to play and it got canceled because I got sick. The hospital messed me up. And then it's just hard to play in Baltimore lately. I don't know what happened to the Auto Bar. That was the place that we normally play.
Oh, yeah, that's a great venue.
Yeah, and then what's the other place? The Auto Bar, and there's another spot.
This is the sound stage.
That's too big for us, I think. Anything sound stage is too big for us.
It's not too big.
No.
I don't think Auto Bar is really like Murphy's Law-esque. You can't stage dive. You can't like crowd surf or anything.
Auto Bar is the one with the taller stage or the no stage?
There's a little bit of it's
it's
not too tall.
Yeah, no, Auto Bar is the place where you normally play. It's all right,
Yeah. Then there's a place in DC called the Rock and Roll Hotel, and it's like the size of my room.
I wanted to play there. I heard it's a cool spot because we normally play a pinch.
Yeah, the stage is only like an inch tall. It's really
Yeah.
The pinch is pretty small. It's like somebody's basement, but it's a cool spot by like our kind of people.
That's great.
I know we're booked for how it's going to happen because it's the day after New Year's Eve. So we're supposed to play January 2nd with Guar in Virginia.
Yeah.
Not too far from you guys.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, I hope by then they clear this shit up so we can have fun again.
Yeah,
we miss live shows for sure.
we do.
What have you guys been doing? You guys are bored?
This is the next best thing.
Yeah, this is what we've been doing.
I'm interviewing you guys now. No, it's like, what am I doing? I sit with my dog out front. We barbecue in front. I'm lucky I live above a hot rod shop, so there's always cool cars outside. And
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
sit around with old guys and talk about cars.
Yeah, I mean, there's some positives. Like, you have all this time. There's no better time to start a podcast than now.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was actually looking for podcast equipment today, but we do. I do the Black and Blue takeover, and we do that on Mixler. So we missed this. We do it every other Tuesday. So next Tuesday is where my birthday begins. So we're going to celebrate my birthday.
Well, happy early
Happy early birthday.
Thank you, guys. I'm happy to be still alive after all the crazy stuff I've done.
Yeah.
I'm just well, let me get my Chihuahua. Let me introduce you to my dog. There he is. It's Rocky. It's Rocky the Chihuahua. Oh, he got a fat belly. Yeah, he just ate some steamed chicken and white rice to make his belly feel better. That's all I've been doing, hanging out with this little jerk.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been picking up hobbies. We, of course, started in this podcast because now we can, like, usually if you were to reach out to a person to say, like,
Yeah.
"Do you want to be a guest?" They're like, "No, sorry, I'm on tour. No, sorry, I'm recording. Like, I'm busy."
Yeah.
But now, like,
With phones, you can still, that's bullshit. They could still do it. They could go, they could take
yeah,
a break, coffee break, walk you on from their phone.
yeah, but now there's like,
That's an asshole person telling you guys they can't take the time to talk to you for a little bit.
yeah, like
Screw that.
now. Because we've had people and it's been like, oh no, sorry, I'm busy. Or people who've just said nothing. But like now there's no excuse. You have nothing
Exactly.
to do.
That's not my
Nothing you can
forte.
do.
That's not how you make fans or friends or keep fans and friends by
Exactly.
not communicating. You know,
Yeah.
it's a social business. And it's a social scene. We got to talk to each other. We got to inform each other, and we got to have a good time together.
Yeah.
Life is too short for that shit.
Absolutely.
So, you know, what I just did, hot off the presses, hot off the presses. I just had 2 cups of coffee. I recorded, Nobody Knows. I don't know if I'm supposed to even say, I recorded vocals for a new song on the Boston's new record.
Oh,
So,
really?
Ooh.
Pretty silly.
That's great.
Singing, you know, ska stuff. I just thought I'm going to get away from ska stuff, but here I am doing
It's
it.
like Boston's. Yeah, I saw that a bunch of people, or that even the Boston's were like working on a new record, and then Toby and Rusty from H2O were like, just sing on some stuff for the new Boston's record.
Yeah.
I actually bought my own. You'd think I'd have recording stuff in the house, but I don't. I just bought a little recording unit to hook up to the computer. But I had to go all the way out to Philly to my bass player's house, and we did the vocal tracks there.
Cool.
And now, like you said, with this all the time on our hands, we're actually working on a record finally.
Oh, that was my question after that, was if you guys are working on new music.
You know, I'm a professional interview guy, so I know what you're gonna ask me already. No. But yeah, we're working. Well, we've been working on a new record for a long time, but you know,
it's been what, like almost 20 years.
Shut
Yeah.
up. How old were you 20 years ago? Shut up. I got you. You know, it's not. You know, after you write the beer song and Cavity Creeps, what are you gonna write after that? I hit the peak of my career. Honestly, the band was so busy. You know, and the stupid songs that we have, like I said, we covered the gauntlet of stupid shit to sing about, and people kept me busy. It's like homework writing songs. You guys don't like doing homework. Who likes doing homework? So fucking songs is like doing homework. You're gonna sit home and like pick your brain about stuff that's gonna make people happy and laugh. That's my job with Murphy's Law. It's easy to write about, you know, politics and how much government sucks and how
it is.
How
there's a lot of content there.
And, you know, all the typical shit. I'd rather write about fun stuff and happy stuff, and that's not always easy when you get to be my old grumpy age. But we're doing it, and we have enough material to finally do it. And now with digital technology, it's easy to do, because when I was your guys' age, to do recording, you had to go into a fucking studio with tapes, and the tapes were literally this thick to do it. I mean, you know, I don't know if you guys know, it's called analog recording, and the equipment's really expensive now, and the technology is old, but it also sounds the best. But I can't afford to do that now, so now I'm recording out of a little box this big.
Yeah, like for my microphone right here, I got this right here.
That's pretty much what I recorded the vocals for the Boston's on, and the quality is, you know, digital quality, but you don't get the warmth of solid of analog, which is tubes.
Yeah, I mean, I've got like a big record collection over there. That's why we do record of the day.
Record of the day. Well, that's nice. You gave props to Dave Tree, who was a good friend. Not Dave Tree, Dave Vision, the other Dave. And unfortunately, he's not around with us anymore. But I was lucky enough to get to do the show to tribute him.
Yeah, that was a great show.
You guys were there?
Yeah, and my mom was like, I think that's Jimmy Gestapo walking down there. So we went down. We said hello.
I might have remembered that. Might have been a couple of beers in, but you know, I had a good time. I don't know if that might have been my last stage dive after a while, because I pretty much mashed the hell out of myself on that one. That was fun though. They would have liked it for sure.
Yeah, There was like the first real, I guess, first unofficial Beach Rat show, just without Brian Baker, because it was Pete and Brian from the Bouncing Souls, Dubs on drums, and then Ari Katz. They were just missing Brian Baker, and that was pretty much a Beach Rat show.
Brian lives in Asbury Park now, I think. He's pretty local too. So I'm surprised he might have even been there. I don't know.
I remember another time in Asbury Park for like punk rock bowling, Dag Nasty was playing, and he was just like walking down the boardwalk, and we were outside eating something, and my dad was like, "That's Brian Baker."
Yeah, Brian's a good guy. He's a really nice guy. Very talented guy. I mean, you guys know Minor Threat. There you go. You got the shirt on. It's cool.
I had on too.
You guys, I can't. Oh yeah, you got the sheep on. From Good Guys Don't. What was it? Good Guys Don't Wear White on that 12-inch. It's on a 12-inch.
Or Out of Step. Yeah.
That's the one. Did you see that the Misfits first 7-inch sold for like almost over $10,000?
Yeah, like a few months ago when you're just like bored in class, I would check Discogs and I'd look up like Bullet by the Misfits, like $6,000.
What is?
Yeah.
I have that.
You do?
I'm putting that on. Hell, you know how much I got it for? Like $5.
Wow.
I got Beware. I got all that shit when they were first playing.
Yeah.
So, when a band would come to town, and the thing is all the a big thing for a band back then was to put 500. If you put 500 7-inches out, you were like the shit. It was like, whoa, they put 500 7-inches out, and then to sell 500 7-inches, forget it. So now they're very rare, I guess.
Yeah.
I sold the waste one for $900 to some jackass.
I saw the Misfits in September. Like their original Misfits. That was okay.
Where'd you see them at?
Oh, I saw them in Philly, Wells Fargo Center.
I played the Prudential Center with them. It was fun. It was nice that they asked us to do it.
Yeah. It was.
Where'd Samantha go?
I got a call. I'm doing it on my phone, so it like disappears whenever something comes up.
Oh, it looks good on your phone.
Huh?
It looks good on the phone. It's come through good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Technology is our friend.
It was funny when I saw the Misfits because I was set to see the Bouncing Souls that day in Philly. It was the 14th, and then the Misfits announced they were going to play the same day. So then the Bouncing Souls said, "You know what? Now our show is a matinee, so we can go see the Misfits."
Yeah, that's an expensive day to do both of those shows, I guess, because I think the Bouncing Souls don't play for too cheap either, but not like the Misfit shows.
No, that was like such a good lineup because they had like the Barstool Preachers, who I had never heard of, but now I've got a bunch of their 7-inches.
Great band.
Yeah, and then it's like Strike Anywhere, the Bronx, and then the Bouncing Souls. And then you go from that show and you see the Misfits with Agnostic Front. That's like mind-blowing.
You go from the kiddie show to the old fart show. But the Misfits were, really young when they started doing it. And you got people complaining that it's so expensive to go see them. I mean, that's your option to go pay or not. These same people that complain about how expensive to see the Misfits have $200 sneakers on. So they should
exactly.
And I want to see any of these people that complain about how much it is to go see the Misfits dress like a monster since they're a teenager and then get paid like $1 million when they're old farts still dress like monsters having fun. If you can make a living having fun, dress like a monster with your friends.
Sounds like a pretty nice life.
Yeah.
I think the people that complain are just jealous.
Yeah, because they didn't think of it.
Yeah.
No. Well, they can dress like monsters too. Guar does a good job of it. I think Guar overdoes it. They have too much shit to wear.
And then they throw blood at everybody, or like fake blood.
Even me, I've been killed by them. I got put in they had a giant meat grinder and they stuck me in the meat grinder. And the fucked up thing is they mumbled something. They have the slaves that run around on stage, and one of the guys mumbled something in my ear, and I was like, "What?" And they threw me in head first, and it was like, "Watch out for the tank." There was a big air tank that sprays the blood out, and I bashed my head on the tank. So it was real blood and fake blood.
Yeah.
But man, I toured with them and the Misfits. I did a tour with both bands at the same time.
Yeah, that's that's cool. Yeah, it was weird because you go from Agnostic Front, which is a hardcore band, to the Dropkick Murphys at the same show, and then to the Misfits, which I thought that was really weird.
Yeah, the Dropkick Murphys, Irish, Boston, fiddly D stuff too.
Yeah.
It's monster skull stuff. Yeah, they should have put Agnostic Front on before the Misfits. It would have been a little bit better.
Yeah, I agree because
Agnostic Front's scary without monster makeup.
Roger Merritt like screaming into his mic and then he stops.
Who knows what's going on in his head? We're all old guys. We go through a lot of shit on stage. It's hard. It's not easy to sing that much that fast anymore.
I caught the end of Agnostic Front's set because we like went somewhere to eat and we got there and Vinny Stigma's like in the pit playing guitar and there's a circle pit around him. It's like, this is pretty cool.
Vinny probably thought he was in the subway, not even in a pit. He's no spring chicken either. He's an old guy now, too. That guy, forget it.
But yeah, we got there and our seats were like at the very top of the venue. That was the scariest part of the show, not the Misfits makeup, but how high up you were. And then these people in like that I guess worked for the box office were like, we're giving away tickets. Do you guys want to sit down there? I'm like, okay. We thought it was fake, and we took the ticket. We went down there. Like, great. I guess we missed Agnostic Front's set in the beginning of the Dropkick Murphys, and it was real. And we were like so close to the Misfits then, because we went from being like, I don't know, so far away to Roger Merritt being like this big.
You got upgraded. That's good.
Yeah, that was crazy because we thought it was fake.
Wow. Yeah, because like I wasn't at the show, but I remember distinctly you texting me like, "Oh my God, I'm so close."
Yeah, and I sent you a picture. I was like, "Where?" I like count all the Misfits T-shirts.
Oh, get it. Shit, when I played with them, I was lucky enough to be right up front when they were playing. And there's a cool pic. All of a sudden they're like, "Here he comes!" And I was standing there, and Danzig came up to me and sang at me, and I was like, "Ah!" I was like a little cheerleader. And everyone was like, "They believe he came and sang with you." I was like, "Yeah." But on a sad note, that day, Glenn's mom passed away that day, and he still played the show, which shows his commitment to fans and his craft, being a monster.
Being a monster.
You got what are you gonna do? So, something horrible like that happens and tragic. You like they say, the show must go on. You can't.
Yeah.
Show.
I mean, you got to think like the show's got to bring you some joy. So
seeing all the people.
I'm sure his mom's seen him through his whole career and wouldn't want him to ever cancel his show. So he made a good move. I'm sure it wasn't easy being up there stomping around with those guys and making it look like you're having a good time.
Because he's like that big tough guy, like singer of the Misfits.
Yeah. But he's not though. He's a cat guy.
He's like 5 feet tall.
He's also like a little pit. He's like a pit bull.
Yeah.
Pit bulls aren't tall, but they're pretty badass, aren't they?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys know, he also sings opera, and he puts out comic books too. He has a comic book.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
And he just did an Elvis. I'm like promoting Glenn, but he just put out an Elvis cover record set.
Yeah.
You guys know who Elvis is, right?
Yeah. I listened to like the first
rock and roll.
Yeah. I listened to like the first 30 seconds of it and I was like, huh, this is different.
Yeah, it's not skulls, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I thought it was gonna be like I don't know. I only listened to the first 30 seconds, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but I thought it was gonna be like a Misfit style like Elvis thing.
Oh, it's him doing hooba-dooba-dooba Elvis.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think there would be a Glenn Danzig if there wasn't an Elvis. So Elvis is paying tribute to one of his heroes, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So let's talk about that that Beastie Boys tour with Fishbone really quick.
Oh my God, that was fun.
Yeah.
It was very. It was a new experience for me because I was 17, 18, and Todd Youth was even younger than that. His parents had to sign a release for him so we could go on tour. And we were always touring in a van with no air conditioning, no tinted windows, no windows. And here we got on a plane and we flew to our tour bus and we got in a tour bus.
Was it like was it like summer just started, or was school still going on?
Winter. We drove through a blizzard. We get in a tour bus, which is great, and then we're in a blizzard in a tour bus, which is scary because tour buses aren't 4x4s and they don't handle snow.
So school was still going on for you guys.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And then we played the shows, and the first shows, this is before License to Ill came out, and before the record broke. We were playing colleges, and we were playing like theaters, small places. And then like a week into the tour, it went to arenas, it was kind of an upgrade. And it was pretty nerve-wracking. We only got to play 15 minutes, so it was easy.
Yeah, like being a 17-year-old and walking up and playing arenas with the Beastie Boys.
Kind of crazy.
Playing CBG was a big difference. It was nice just to have a bathroom to go to. And then, then finish the show and get in my bed in my tour bus and wake up at the next show. It was a lot of fun. And catering, whenever I had catering, there was like breakfast, lunch, and dinner at every show, and laundry. People picked up your laundry, did your laundry. It was like rock star shit.
Yeah, CBGB's to arenas, and then you're like back to CBGB's, and
I'd rather be back at CBGB's. So that was home. That was a lot more my friends, literally perfect height stage. Everybody's right in front of you. At arena, you're like, if you jump off the stage in arena, which I make the mistake of doing all the time, you jump off the stage, you can't get back up. You can't. It's too. You need a ladder to get back up.
Yeah, you have to like run 20 feet just to get.
I like to have everybody right in front of me, which sucks about things now. I can't have everybody in front of me because germs. The germs get me. I've been at so many disgusting shows and had so many gross people in front of me.
Yeah.
If I didn't get sick yet, I'm not gonna get sick now. So we gotta be careful because we have to be considerate for older people and other people that aren't as healthy as us.
Yeah, and I've seen articles, and it's like even when things go away, they're not gonna like let people mosh or anything.
Well, mosh. With that, we might hurt ourselves.
Yeah.
Don't go hurt yourself. It's like telling you not to ride a skateboard. Don't ride a skateboard, you might hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Life is full of challenges. You need to take challenges, otherwise you get bored.
Exactly. Like you're probably gonna fall off the board going in. That doesn't mean you're not gonna do it.
I just got a new skateboard. Check it out. I got for my birthday. Oh, what's up with the river, dude?
That was awesome.
What's up? Vintage shit. Look at that.
I just got this one.
Oh, you got a fat deck too. That's good.
And then, it's just a skate deck, and then Caballero signed it, so you can't really ride it or anything.
No, you gotta hang that one up.
Yeah, I'm planning on putting it right there next to the Filmage poster.
I got 2 longboards too, but I don't know. I hurt my hip on a motorcycle accident, so I have to take it easy.
Yeah.
I just very recently during the quarantine took up skateboarding, and
just during the quarantine, you should have been skateboarding a little before that, bud.
Yeah, I was when I was like 6, I tried it because like my dad's old skateboard, and that's actually the one that I still ride. When I was 6, I tried it for like a week, and I was like, I don't like this. I don't know how to do it. I would just like sit down on it and like.
That's how you start. That's how I started when I was a kid. You sit on a skateboard, then you find out that sucks, and you just stand up. And then surfing, you lay on the board, and then you get up on the board.
Yeah, and then 12 years later, I got an actual one that wasn't my dad's, and I rode that around and went back to my dad's, which is
your dad's not for nothing. Your dad's skateboard's probably a cool skateboard.
Yeah, it's like 20 years old.
Yeah, it's probably worth a lot of money. Skateboards, it's crazy how much skateboards go for right now. It's nuts. My friend collects them. You know the band Underdog? Russ from you check out Underdog. Russ from the hardcore band Underdog. He has a pizzeria in Belmont, New Jersey, and inside there he has a whole skateboard collection on the walls of the pizzeria. Really cool shit.
There's another place like that in Baltimore. It's called Johnny Rad's.
Yeah.
Johnny Rad's. I saw that on what's that guy? Guy Fieri.
They have like a signed pizza,
Flavor
like
Town,
whatever.
Man.
Yeah.
We're
rolling in at a funky skater joint here.
That's a good invitation. Flavor Town.
Yeah.
The guy's kind of a kook, but he's funny. He's got a good heart. Right now, he's taking care of a lot of people in restaurants and stuff. He started a whole foundation, so not a bad dude. You ever snowboard? You ever try snowboarding?
No, but my dad is like, oh, you'll like that more.
Anything. First of all, I love snow. That's
Yeah.
why I love that we live. I love winter, summer, spring. I like to have all the seasons. I don't know how people live in Arizona and Nevada where it's 100 degrees every day forever.
The weather in Maryland is just super bipolar. It's either really cold or really hot.
Like my dad is from upstate New York, so he snowboarded a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It used to be illegal when I was younger. We used to have to sneak onto a mountain in the dark and do it.
Skiing was legal, but snowboarding wasn't.
Yeah, snowboarding's a lot more fun. Now you could go to a mountain and ride a half pipe. It's great.
Mm-hmm. But at Johnny Rad's, they have like all these skate decks all over the place. You know, like the Black Flag Police story thing, where there's like the gun. They replace that with a piece of pizza in the cop's mouth. Yeah, it's great.
We
they have
Murphy's Law skateboards, but they all sold out. And right now we're trying to work on new ones now.
Yeah.
Now it's the time, to make shit like that and write new music. Since we can't tour, you got. I just did a bobblehead. Did you see the bobblehead online?
I was like just moving in. I was moving into asking about that. So, were you involved with the design of it, and like, what was your reaction?
Hell yeah! I'm flattered, first of all, because I'm in the company of a lot of my peers, like other people that I loved when I was younger, and now I'm a bobbling head right next to them.
Yeah, we had like this big box of them with like Milo and.
They didn't make any yet. Otherwise, I'd send you guys some. But they didn't. Of course, you don't want when it's your turn to get a bobblehead done, guys. Don't make sure you approve the bobblehead design because you don't want to look like a jackass bobblehead.
Yeah. Did you ask for them to put the killer beer in there?
I requested that. You got to have it on because it's reflecting your personality.
Yeah.
It's extreme because I already got a big fat head and it put me on a little skinny body, which now with the pandemic, I'm fat on both ends. But, it was nice though because I looked at the back of the shirt and there was nothing there, so I said, "Put adopt, don't shop." At least put it in people's heads to adopt animals, adopt cats, dogs, bunnies, whatever. Adopt something.
Yeah.
Don't buy it. Don't go buy a dog or you could always get a pedigree dog via adoption.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had like a ton of those like actually on top of this desk, and then we moved and had to put them all in a box. That was like 2 years ago, and we still haven't taken them out of the box.
Forget about stuff like that because it becomes worth money. By the time you're my age, all that should be worth a lot more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's tons. We've got like Milo from the Descendants. We got like
all the Throbblehead. It's all Throbblehead stuff.
Yeah.
The guy that does it, Clint Wild, is a really good guy. He does really cool stuff.
Oh yeah, they're great.
It's flattering. Somebody had to carve that little fat head of me out and make a toy out of it. It's pretty cool.
And make different copies of it.
The next one, actually, we sold almost all of them in 2 days. So
wow. That's
the next one I think is gonna talk. You can make it where the little base has a button and I can talk shit on it.
No, but I was like scrolling through Instagram and then I saw it and I was like, hey, do you want to get this Jimmy G Throbblehead? He's like, it's sold out.
Yeah, I think they made a second run of them or something, but I couldn't believe the guy was like, don't. I was like, oh, I'm really excited about I'm Throbblehead now. I said, don't get your hopes up because it might take time to sell these. And that night he said, so many people called in for orders, it crashed his computer. I was like,
wow.
Told you.
Yeah.
Told you in my bobblehead voice.
Yeah, you gotta make it like the ones with the talking. Like
the talking would be funny. Maybe I'm going with the Chihuahua. I don't know. I'd like to just do show and tell time, guys. Oh, I want to make one of those. This is made out of a real beer can. Somebody made it for me. Some fan made it.
Oh, that's so cool.
So I'd like to make these and make them make some stupid sound of it. It's actually a real beer can. Pretty neat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you had sounds and it like yells at you.
Yeah, the beer's laugh, ha ha ha, it'll make a laugh. Which that sound we took from Metallica. That's like I forgot, Ride the Lightning or something. It's on a Metallica record.
Oh,
You learn shit. See, you do interviews, you gotta learn stuff when you do an interview.
Yeah.
So what else? What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing now with
playing
Just-
music,
Yeah.
interviewing people.
Yeah. Just yeah. A lot of bands have been like postponing their records, which sucks because if you want people to stream your record, why not just put
Why
it
not
out
now? When
Yeah.
everybody has the time
I
to.
don't understand why bands to now everyone's home. Everyone's either stuck in a car, not wanting to go on a train. Everyone's stuck at home, not wanting to go out.
Exactly.
Best time to put out music. Yeah.
Yeah. And Kariki, with like Ian MacKaye and Joe Lally and whatnot, they were supposed to put out their record in March, so we pre-ordered it in February with like Tag Nasty and Fugazi records, and they were like, "Oh nope, not March, now May." They're like, "Nope, not May," and then they kept pushing it back. Finally, they're here, and they got here like a month ago.
I think the logic with a lot of that is bands hold off because they also want to tour when they put the record out. They
Yeah.
don't want to get stagnant. I mean, for me, if I could put a record, I'll put it out. It's been a long time. So
Yeah.
now I'll put more effort. Now I have time because when I otherwise I do construction. So I was building bars, then I was playing in bars, and I was drinking in bars, and there was no time to record. So I was busy. Now I'm not so busy. And now it's time to make new music.
Yeah.
All right. So, out of curiosity, where did the nickname Jimmy Gestapo come from? Like, was it given to you by someone else, or?
Yeah, I try to avoid that name now because people get offended by it. Understandably, people get offended by it, and I'm lucky. I'm not lucky. It's unbelievable. I got away with it for this long.
Yeah.
I was in junior high school in eighth grade. I was in eighth grade a couple years ago. Guy Johnny Feedback. What? This guy Johnny Feedback. He played drums in a band called Kraut, and he was like, "You gotta have a nickname." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You need a nickname." I'm like, "What do you mean a nickname? You know, like Sid Vicious, Johnny Rotten,
Like James Drescher.
Terrible. You need like a terrible name, like a villain name." I'm like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, you're Johnny Feedback." I'm like, "Well, Feedback's terrible." I'm like, "All right, not like vicious or rotten." And it was like, I wish I could remember the list of other names that we came up with, but I wound up with the stupid Nazi one.
Yeah.
Not far from a Nazi, but I'm also I have German in my family, so my real last name is Drescher. So that's I guess where it came from too, them being anti-German. But it stuck, I guess, unfortunately. I know, it was difficult when I first toured in Europe because a lot of people were questioning that. Of course, I don't blame them because we were playing political squats.
Yeah.
Crazy people, anti-fascist people. And of course, they got a guy named Gestapo coming into their world. So, I think once they met me and they met Raven and they met the rest of the band and my Jewish trombone player, they understood that my means were not evil; they were good. So.
Yeah.
But now I just go by Jimmy G.
Yeah.
Stop thinking.
Yeah.
I grew up. Well, thanks for having me on the show, guys. I really appreciate it.
No
Absolutely.
problem.
Thank you.
It's great.
Thank you for doing this. All right.
Thanks, guys. Thanks so much.
Absolutely.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
Take care.
Bye.
Take
Bye.
care.